What's up guys, George Smith here, back again with a new video, and today we're gonna take a look at Binance Coin. Binance Coin has been ripping, and it's mostly because of the new meme coin hype around the Binance meme coins. So I want to take a look at the Binance Coin itself and what we can expect from now on, maybe some price predictions, longs, shorts, whatever is relevant, we're gonna take a look at it in this video. So make sure to watch it till the end to really know what's going on this coin and what to expect next. And I quickly want to invite you into our Discord, because there we share more frequent real-time updates on the markets. So if you like to trade crypto, stocks, the Nasdaq, make sure to check out the free Discord community down below, and I would love to see you there. For now, we can see that the Binance coin is just up and up until proven otherwise. It already was when we broke structure towards the upside here, and we can see we have just been making higher highs and higher lows. So on the monthly, our low to hold is right here. Put it in our chart and zoom in a bit. We can see market maker involvement at this bottom. That calls for an expansion towards the upside. Then right here, these lows are interesting. They're just 3 wicks and they can take each other out every single time. The first wick takes out a lot of liquidity from the lows, as you can see right here. And then after that, you can never take it out again. What can this mean? That can mean that big orders have been filled up here again in combination with these lows which got protected. So that is why we're leaving those open. And then you can see the tool right here indicating that locally we got a accumulation right there, and after that price really exploded above our last high to break / all-time high we had at the time. So this instantly becomes an interesting demand to put in a chart, because it is a market maker demand. They were evolved at this bottom, caused price to push up from here. So this definitely is a demand to have in your chart. Moving on, we can see we're just making higher lows and higher highs on the way up. But from here, we got a higher high and a higher low. This is pretty much our last correction, where a lot of sellers stepped in, tried to push price down, they fail. We tap it to another demand and just keep on demand chaining until the market has done enough to complete its move, or eventually the market has to cool off and collect liquidity from the lows to continue your up move again. But right now it is up and up until proven otherwise, as we like to say. But coming back on this demand, this is a structure demand you also want to have in your chart. This can be an interesting place to look for continuation longs as well. And then we already can zoom in a bit more. We can see we also have a struggle point right here. There are going to be a lot of demands and scenarios in the chart, because with a pump like this, you don't really know where the market can stop. Like, okay, this is an obvious point. In combination with your monthly low to hold, great market maker demand, sure. But a demand zone like this, I mean, if we're gonna need more liquidity from the lows, this is just liquidity, and we're gonna tap it to this demand. They also have this untested demand where you can tap into. I mean, I'm not gonna put them all in my chart, because then you just gonna have a lot of scenarios, and these two are the first I want to take a look at, but I still want to point it out. Also put in some refined zones if you zoom in, the 4 hour this one or this one, to make it a bit smaller, but that is gonna be relevant when price gets in there. Same for this one, you could put in this smaller box, just gonna keep our charts clean and leave the bigger boxes in there. Yeah, and on your lower time frame, this really was a last struggle point before price exploded again towards the, what is it? $1,360 mark that we touched right now. And from there, right now, we have been moving sideways for a while. And when we are moving sideways, we can draw in a range. Don't have any deviations yet, but this can turn into 3 things. 1, nothing, and we can just rip through or dump down without giving a distribution or an accumulation. Or you already heard me say it, we're gonna get a accumulation or a distribution. Right now we don't know yet what is gonna happen, of course, but we just draw in our scenarios and PY zones in combination with that. If we are gonna get a accumulation, we still have a nice demand below our range to put that in. So do something like this, deviate the low, create extreme demand, tap it to the extreme demand or extreme liquidity, go higher from there, or do this, deviate, trade a bit higher, deviate once more, break of structure, and then you can look for a trade towards the upside in this higher low. And of course, it also works the other way around. You can get a deviation of the high, break of structure, extreme supplier liquidity, and trade lower from there, or also two deviations at a range high, like this, and then trade lower. So it can turn into either a distribution or an accumulation or nothing, and we can just move out of the range without doing any of that. Of course, because we are in price discovery, there isn't any supply, but we can look at some levels in the chart which can give us rejection, like the 1400 level. Numbers like these just work when we are in price discovery. It was the same with Bitcoin on 100k, same on Nasdaq with 25k. Of course, that are once in a lifetime numbers. Let's put it like that. 1400 isn't a number like 1000, 1500, or 2000, but it is still a round number to watch, to reject from. Do we have to go to zero again on BNB? Of course not. BNB is a pretty stable coin. It has been here for a while, so we just want to continue trading this uptrend if we get the right confirmations in our zones. Okay, let's finalize our analysis. And of course, we have this scenario. Otherwise, we're gonna take a look at this demand, see what happens from there. And then this bigger demand in combination with these refined zones right here is gonna be our third POI zone. If we are gonna just rip through on Binance Coin from here, as I said, 1400 is a level to watch. Right now, locally, this is a level to watch. After the $1,400 mark, 1450, 1500, etc. Those round numbers just work, so keep those in mind when taking profits. One more tip before I'm gonna end this video: don't ape in right now. Don't FOMO buy into this project. There can be opportunities created, shorts, there can be longs created at different POI zones. Just put them in a chart, put the alerts, look at the chart when your alert goes off, and then make a goodbye unbiased decision. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure to leave behind a like and subscribe to the channel to be updated on future videos. And then this will be it for today, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!